Welcome to the North Peninsula Democratic Club Candidates Forum, September 12th, 2015, relative to the San Mateo County General Election on Tuesday, November 3rd. The North Peninsula Democratic Club was chartered by the San Mateo County Democratic Central Committee on May 17th, 2007. We proudly serve Democrats in and around the cities of Brisbane, Daly City, Colma, South San Francisco, San Bruno, Millbrae, Burlingame, and Hillsborough. Democrats who are candidates in each service area in which there is a contested race were invited to participate in today's candidate forum. 8 of 9 agencies and 15 candidates responded. For general information and to become a member, you can contact the North Peninsula Democratic Club, P.O. Box 399, Millbrae, California, 94030, or you can email me, marge4millbrae@att.net. We're always happy to welcome Democrats as renewing and new members. I would like to take a moment to make some acknowledgments. I want to acknowledge the North Peninsula Democratic Committee Board of Directors, Pamela D. Giovannini, Vice President, Sam Manna, Secretary, Ann Schneider, Treasurer, Sandra Lang, ex officio, and one of the founding members. The forum subcommittee for today was served by Pamela D. Giovannini, Sandra Lang, Robert Bernardo, and Vaughn Jones. The Candidates Forum may be viewed on demand beginning at 12 noon on Friday, September 16th at www.mctv.tv. You can click on the Watch menu for a list of 8 separate videos, one for each candidate's race. You may watch your own interview or as many of the others as you wish. You may also search on YouTube for North Peninsula Democratic Candidate Forum 2015. You may post a link to your YouTube interview on your campaign website if you so wish. And now I would like to introduce our moderator for this afternoon, the Honorable Jean Mullen, Assembly Member for former District 19.
All right, thank you. Marge Colapietro, the President of the North Peninsula Democratic Club, and currently a member of the City Council in the City of Millbrae. This is our final forum. We today have interviewed candidates running for office in the following City Councils: Brisbane, Millbrae, San Bruno, and Burlingame. We've also interviewed members, people running for the Board of Trustees of the San Bruno Park Elementary School District, the San Mateo High School, Union High School District, and the San Mateo County Community College District. And now we are going to be interviewing a single candidate for the board of the Jefferson Elementary School District, Clayton Koo. The process is that he will have the opportunity to make an opening statement. I will ask him 3 questions which have been provided to me this morning, and then he will have 1 minute to respond to each one of those 3 questions. Then there will be an opportunity for 2 questions from the audience, and if not the audience, from me. And then Mr. Koo will have an opportunity to give a candidate's closing statement. I will remind him and others that this is available on YouTube website and can be used in your campaign website should you so choose. And with that, welcome to Clayton Koo, a candidate for the Jefferson Elementary School District. You have a 1 minute opening statement.
Thank you. I want to thank the North Peninsula Democratic Club for this opportunity to speak to you today. My name is Clayton Koo, and I am running for the Board of Trustees for the Jefferson Elementary School District. I believe the Jefferson Elementary School District is a great district, but I believe that it could be even better. And when it comes to making the big decisions affecting the board and the community, I believe that I bring that right mix of experience and experience and background that would be beneficial for our school district. I grew up with one thing in mind, that education is such an important thing in your life. My parents grew up not knowing how to speak any English, and they made sure that education was always a top priority for me. And as a board member, I will make sure that education is a top priority for our community, for our parents, our teachers, our staff, our classified, and for everyone who has a stake in this community. So thank you for the opinion, and I would like to answer any questions.
Thank you very much. So we do have 3 questions. The first of which is, what is the top issue facing the Jefferson Elementary School District, and how do you intend to address that top issue?
Thank you. I believe the top issue affecting the elementary school district is to make sure that our students are prepared for what they will need to expect in a career in the 21st century economy. I believe you learn math and science, but I believe that I want to be able to work with other outside organizations, corporations, and partner with them to make sure that we teach our students and our kids those kind of skills that are necessary to survive in this ever-changing economy. And I also want to work with our board and the governing team to make sure that we hold the line, make sure that we make decisions based off a financial and fiscally accountable approach, because when it comes to it, our community has a stake in our schools, even if they might not have parents or kids, but they believe that our kids and our future are very important and successful. And that's why I believe it's the most important issues affecting our schools.
Great, thank you. Second question, the Jefferson Elementary School District received a Silicon Valley Community Foundation grant in May of 2015 in the amount of $800,000 for the expansion of preschool services running this year through 2016. Are there any other initiatives that you plan to champion to keep students competitive in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, or how to implement the Silicon Valley Community Foundation grant? So sort of what new programs, particularly addressing the preschoolers and the early grades?
Sure. One of my main platforms is to expand and ensure that our students learn all the STEM programs and opportunities that will make them great individuals and citizens in the future. I believe that just when it comes to expanding their knowledge and expertise in different areas of the field, in terms of either whether it's math or science, I think those are necessary skills to learn for jobs in the future, but also skills they can use for everyday life. And I would make sure I would work with the board as well as other organizations to enhance that experience, to enhance that background, and enhance that education. Because when it comes to it, we are making decisions that are affecting our kids' future today, but also kids' futures 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 50 years from now. We're trying to set a foundation for what we believe we want our kids to learn and what we expect our communities to be able to provide for our kids.
Great. Last year, the district embarked upon aggressive outreach to parents in order to educate them on the new Common Core State Standards Initiative. Any thoughts on how to keep the momentum going for parental engagement, and also making sure that your teachers are given enough time to be able to implement the Common Core standards?
Thank you. I believe that the best way to get our parents involved is to reach out to them initially, tell them what their kids are expected to learn in the classroom, but also what they should be able to take out of that education. Because Common Core might seem as if scary thing, trying to be able to succeed in math and science and in multiple other fields. But we want to be able to make sure that parents know when the students come into the classroom, they know what they're going to be able to come out and be able to learn. And at the same time, also want to be able to work with teachers and our classified and our administrators to make sure that when they are teaching, they have that support, they have that development, they have the skills necessary behind them when it comes either from the board or from our administrators or from our principals, that they know that we're behind them all the way and that their education and the way that they teach for our students is fully supported.
Great. Questions from the audience? Yeah.
Maybe you addressed this, so bear with me, but I've raised 2 kids, and I was thinking the other day, and I'm really interested in your thoughts about how we really prepare parents for what to expect when they send their little kindergartners right out the door. And my reason for asking this, if I may have your forbearance here, is that
Okay, so let me, for the audience, let me rephrase. A primer for parents, what to expect when they send their kids out to attend either preschool or early K3 grades. Any thoughts on how to better prepare parents for the culture shock of having their kids not around anymore?
I think that's actually a very interesting idea to actually be able to implement for our school districts. I feel like in our Jefferson Elementary School District, there are a lot of parents who might not necessarily speak English, might speak a different language, and I think that gap between of trying to understand what they're learning in the classrooms, but at the same time trying to teach the kids is a big thing we should have to tackle. And I think one of the big things I would try to advocate for is to see if the teachers and the staff are willing to meet with potential parents before school starts, to be able to say, what are your concerns, what are your issues affecting you, and in what ways can we make sure that your student, your kid, feels comfortable in the classroom? Because it's horrible and scary to feel as if you're coming your first day, you don't know what to expect, the parents see all the homework, they don't know what to expect as well. So I think an important thing is to make sure that parents feel as if the teachers and the school knows exactly what they want to be able to get and be able to communicate that in a calm demeanor such that there will be no concerns or issues affecting them.
Very interesting. I have a question. The North Peninsula schools have a much higher turnover in staff, primarily because of funding issues. The governor's local control funding formula is bringing more money to the Jefferson Elementary School District. There's an infusion of cash into the district. The base revenue limit districts are getting more money. A lot of the money that's been held back has now been released, and so things are looking relatively good, particularly when you compare them to the last few years. Any thoughts about teacher retention and how to focus on keeping the staff when there's a lot of cherry picking by higher revenue districts further down south? Any thoughts about that?
Yeah, I know trying to retain teachers in our district is a big issue, because I know one big issue is that there are many teachers who are potentially going to be retiring in the next couple of years, and on top of that, that makes it even hard to find more teachers when other school districts down in the South San Mateo County are able to provide them with more incentives in terms of benefits, pay, resources, staff, everything that the district needs. So I think an important thing is to make sure that our teachers feel as if we might not necessarily be able to pay them ideally all of what they want, be able to provide the support, the resources, be able to take the time to understand what are their concerns, and be able to make progress and chip in on some of those issues that are affecting them, whether it's slightly more pay, slightly more benefits, smaller classroom sizes, all the resources that they need, just to feel as if even if they aren't able to get all they want, that they know that the district supports them and that the governing board and the governing team are there all the way, so that they will never have to be worried or concerned that we got your back.
Interesting. Okay, Jeffrey, Jeffrey. I'm merging Clayton and Jefferson together. Clayton Koo, could you give us your closing 1-minute statement, please? Sure.
Thank you again so much for the chance to talk with you today. It's a great honor to be running for school board for the same exact district I actually was. I graduated from the local schools. I've lived in Daly City my entire life, and it's an honor for me to be running for the school board, because those same students running there could have been one of the people and friends I was with when I was in schools. So I believe that running for the school board would be an honor to represent. And at the same time, I feel like there's so many issues affecting our schools, whether from Common Core, making sure that there's enough funding for our classrooms and our teachers, making sure that our parents are involved. There's so many issues, and I feel that it's such an important thing for us to care about. Our community loves our schools, and I want to be able to fight for our schools and represent and advocate for all that they believe in. And it's also such a diverse community. There's so many people who have such a huge stake in our schools, and I would love to be able to represent them and make sure that when people hear about the Jefferson Elementary School District, it's not just a school district up in northern San Mateo County. They are proud to say it's one of the best counties, school districts in the entire county, and that's what I would love to be able to do as board member for the Jefferson Elementary School District.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your being here today. Nice job.
Thank you.
Thank you.